Pisces, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early September 2025. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we can dip our toes in the energy and see what's happening for the lovely Pisces collective. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here. My guide, spirit team, talk to me. What do you got for us? What do you got for Pisces gang in early September? What energies, messages, insights can we take a little peek at? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, and we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Pisces gang. What's the vibe? What's the energy here for my good friends? There we go. Nice and quick. Okay. A moment's regret. I think I saw this in the Taurus reading too, and it's filling me with a lot of the same feelings. I don't feel like you're technically regretful. There could just be something that's on your mind, like quite a bit. There's just a very rich, active mental energy that I pick up off of this card. But we're going to have to dig into it a lot further too, because whenever we see something that speaks about regret, that's going to put the alarm bells off, right? Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the September subscriber surprise towards then, so you might want to check that out. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, back into the reading. Let's talk about it. So, as with all the cards from this first Oracle deck, I do like to go intuitive. And we see Alice. She's kind of just sitting there, and it looks like she is in a moment of powerful reflection, going within about something. And that's always the first thing I always think about when this card does pop up. Now, one thing that I do want to mention, I've been seeing a regretful energy throughout a lot of the zodiac over the past couple of weeks, in fact. So it's not just the Pisces thing, it's not just the Taurus thing. I think I've seen it in like 5 or 6 different signs. So sure, maybe there's someone you're connected to where they wish they could do something different, where they wish they could pop in a time machine and rewrite the past. Unfortunately, that's something that we're not able to do quite yet. This isn't Star Trek. But to me, it doesn't just have to be, feeling regretful, feeling like you messed up. To me, it's just going within about something. And a lot of times, if there is something we wish we could do better, we can do better in the future. That's how I like to look at it. Now, again, with this energy, that could be a prone to overthink or overimagine or over daydream when I see this here. I mean, for some of you, it could be very simple, though. Maybe there's someone you're connected to that's really reanalyzing something. So we're just going to leave it at that. Let's get into tarot. And yeah, I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Shuffle it up one time here for Pisces. What do we got, please? And while we get this deck shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. It felt very people-y. The reading was titled Here They Come. So just know, even over the next couple of weeks, for a lot of Pisces, you might be more popular than you normally are, or you could be a people magnet. Now, whether that's a very specific individual or just people in general, I just felt a lot of people and a lot of magnetism. So just something to think about as we move forward through the month. But we're going to see what shows up this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else's, right? Let's get it going. 3 cards for Pisces in early September. What's happening? Thank you. Lovers. Okay. Good. I mean, and for those of you that aren't watching for love romance purposes, this card could mean a whole plethora of different things. It's not always just love and romance around here. Let's get a couple more. What do we got for Pisces? Thank you. King of Wands. Nice. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. I could definitely say that. Let's get one more out here. And we do have the fire-air combination rolling in heavy. And then we have the tower. Okay. I don't want to say whether this is a good tower or a concerning one just yet, but a tower is a tower, right? Just really powerful. And the energy does seem to intensify as it goes throughout the reading. Let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get into that juicy, intuitive stuff. But at first glance, I always look at the elements first. We have a pretty good mixture here. We have the Lovers, which is air. We have the King of Wands, which is fire. And then we have the Tower, which you might think is fire, but it's really not. It's water. That's your comfort element, believe it or not. Now, with the air energy, that's, again, very cerebral, very thought-based, strategy, planning, logical. With the fire, that's action, movement, passion, desire, and it can be a little unpredictable. And then we have the Tower, which, yes, it's Scorpio energy. And I will say this, Pisces can work with this, right? Since it's your power element, it might look a little scary, but it's an energy that you can, I don't want to say shape around, but it's just something that you could flow with if necessary. But yeah, we just have this big intensification of something possibly building up. And I don't want to say it's a bad thing or a great thing just yet because I feel like it's pretty neutral. Let's go through this piece by piece and really start to build it out. Position number one, we start with the lovers. Now, for some of you, if you're connected to Gemini, this is their energy showing up here. And I know I said it's not all about love, and that is most definitely true, but that's where we're going to start. The lovers are very similar to the twos in tarot, where they can represent choices, decisions. Do I go left? Do I go right? But it can represent soul bonds, soul ties, soul connections, people that we share a very deep connection with. So again, it could be a lover, could be a romantic interest, it could be a really great friend, it could be a family member that we're looking at here. It's some sort of bond or partnerships in general for some of you. Now, if we're not looking at partnerships, if that's nowhere on your mind right now, the lovers is a very healing type of energy. It does have the Archangel Raphael. So when I see this, I think of healing. I think of an energy that's angelic, smooth. It's a beautiful energy. It's something that where everything seems to click. Now, the issue with this, all that can flip and reverse. So watch out for old wounds popping back up in this time. Sometimes this could represent a little disconnect with someone that we are closely tied to, where it's like we're just on different frequencies at the moment. So we'll look at this. I mean, it is a very strong card, but moving to the middle, we have our good friend, the King of Wands. And while we get this Lover's card tucked back in by the amethyst, let's talk about him. Fire sign. So whether you have fire placements, Aries, Leo, Sag, or you're connected to one, kings represent control of their suit. So when I see the King of Wands, remember I was saying it's passion, it's desire, it's action, it's movement. Um, in his roughest sense, he could represent an energy that loses control. He could represent an energy that's a little bit wild, a little unpredictable, very explosive, especially with the fire air combo on the front and then the tower on the back end. There is a bit of a volatile energy here where things could intensify quickly. But generally, I like the King of Wands because it's like, no, I'm putting my attention here. I'm not wasting my energy here. This is where I'm going. So it's usually pretty much on point, very entrepreneurial and outgoing as well. So I like the King of Wands, but he does have a couple of risks. I don't want to call them red flags, right? So yeah, when we see the lovers and him together, it's like a spark. That's kind of what I'm picking up off this energy. But it does culminate as that spark because we end off with the dun 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 tower. Now, I always tell people never be nervous about this. Don't be nervous about any card, right? They're just images. But when we see the tower, it's connected to Scorpio. Scorpio represents transformation, metamorphosis, the old going away, the new coming in. So this card does mirror the same. And although the imagery itself is a little concerning, it's just something that comes out of nowhere, right? It's shock. So that doesn't say that shocks are always bad. It doesn't say they're always good. You never know what curveball the universe is going to throw at you. So this could very well be a good tower. Um, it also has strong karmic connotations, especially with the lovers in the front, which represents karmic connections. And we have this, which could represent karmic cycles or karma in general. So we have that strong spiritual universal type of theme in the undercurrent as well. But when I look at the whole ball of wax, when I look at these three cards in the front, it just feels like an intensifying energy. We start smooth with the lovers, the air energy. It's just flowing. It's like a cool breeze. And we have the King of Wands step in, the fire air combo. Boom, it sparks off. So there are a lot of things that could potentially take off for you. And then we have the tower, and it's like it keeps speeding up. It's like pedal to the metal. So hopefully this is a good thing. I want to dive deeper on all the Pisces. Let's do it. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here. What we got for our good friends? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on the lovers. Why are the lovers here? Oh, and yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you have any messages you want to give to Pisces, drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, what's happening with the lovers, please? Where are the lovers here? Okay, there we go. Thank you. I like it. I mean, Four of Wands in the upright, the 11-11 card. So yet again, we do have another universal karmic card. Powerful. super, super powerful. Like this is an energy where it's like, this always has been, this always will be. It's like one of those, which I think is cool because I don't normally see stuff like that in general readings. Sometimes when I do personals. Now, when the 1111 card comes out, I always link it to omens. So when I see the lovers, angelic, spiritual, big card of omens, keep your eyes open. Now, I feel like this is a positive omen here on the front where spirit could be sending you signs, dreams, synchronicities like, hey, Pisces, something great's coming in. So this could be a heads up, but a good one that I'm picking up here. So we do have like some powerful, intense omen that's showing up. Now, the Four of Wands is also celebratory. It's win based, it's victory based. It does even link to weddings, too. So just keep that in mind. But we're not going to go that direct in a general reading. But it's happy and it's just solid. It's stable. Like, you know what to expect. So when I see the lovers in this, it's like, no, I know what to expect from this person. I trust this person. So whether this is a new one coming in or one that you've relied on or been connected to for a while, we are seeing a strong long-term presence in the front. And I like it. So that's where it splits. We're either looking at a strong long-term presence, at least here in the front, or we're seeing omens from spirit saying like, hey, you got something good coming in, Pisces, keep your eyes open, we're giving you a heads up. So let's move over. That's a good omen. I don't want to get too carried away though, because we still have a lot to go. All right, we have the tower on the back end. So let's see what's up with the King of Wands. Let's see what he has, because this is where the realm of action and movement could start really picking up. And notice more fire, fire, air. Like we have all this elemental action coming in. So why is the King of Wands here, please? I saw something similar for you a few weeks ago, I think. The sun in the upright, it's like it gets better and better. Okay, now I'm even more interested to get to this tower because it's like great energy, improving and getting even better. What is this tower going to do? That's like where my head is at right now. But we have the sun in the upright, beautiful. This is it connects to Leo, so there is strong Leo vibes right here in the middle. But the sun is the best card in the whole entire deck. I mean, most readers would agree. This is source energy, so we still have this universal spiritual energy showing up around Pisces. And listen, everyone knows Pisces is tapped in when it comes to spiritual energy. But I feel like a lot of you could be tapping into the good energy stream, whereas sometimes people like us with Pisces energy, we unknowingly tap into like negative energy streams or heavy energies around us because naturally we're healers. When I see this energy in the center, it's like, no, I'm tapping into the good. I'm tapping into the optimistic. King of Wands with the sun, explosive winner victory type of energy where it's like, wow, this is good. It somehow gets better. So I'm hoping it stays that way. I'm hoping we're not hitting a ceiling here. That's kind of what I'm picking up. But so far, it's probably one of the better readings I've done for you in a very, very long time. So even if you're going through some issues or stagnancy in any area of life right now, I would not be worried at all. This is like very claimable. And it's like, no, the universe is here to tell you, like, that things will move in a good direction. So yeah, explosive winner victory, beautiful stuff. I love it. I claim it. Let's keep moving over to the tower and see what else we could see. So we don't want that tower to come and rain on our parade, right? So why is the tower here for Pisces, my guides? And we'll do our recap. Why is the tower here for my good friends? Thank you. And just when you think it can't get better, it does. This might be the best reading I've done for you, period. We have the Empress in the upright. So we have the who's who of the best cards in the whole entire damn tarot deck. And you could Google them and do research if you don't know the meanings, and you'll see what I mean. The Empress, blessings and abundance and just growth and expansion. She does link to Libra and Taurus energy. So we have a lot of zodiacal markers here, a lot of different zodiac signs showing up. But when I see her in the upright underneath the tower, I don't feel like this is something coming in to wreck stability. Not at all. To me, it's like just when you think it can't get better, it does. Just when you think something tops out, you reach a new level. That's how this feels to me. So like there's shocking blessings and wins, and it just gets better. We go from explosive to shocking. I don't know how we could step it up even further. And I will say this, it does feel like as far as energetic potential goes, this might be the best Pisces reading I've done, period. Or it's up there. It's in the top two, I could tell you that. Love the Empress in this position. Now, if she was in reverse, I'd be a little concerned. Right? Like if she did show up in reverse under the tower, I'd be like, okay, Pisces, enjoy this energy, but it's not going to last forever. I mean, you could say that about a lot of stuff, but when I see her in the upright, it's like just when you think it can't get any better, it does. It's like we go from content and smooth to wow, this is great to we're hitting another gear. So I think by far this is the best reading I've seen for the whole zodiac this week. Very claimable to me. I'm not concerned about that tower in the slightest. If anything, I'm claiming that too. So let's go through and do a quick recap. Then we'll get into the shadow. Pisces, it seems like the universe is going to be very supportive of you energetically. It's like the universe is going to be in your corner and giving you a lot of support in this time, regardless of what you're going through. But if you kindly look in the box, position number one, we start here with a beautiful content type of energy. We have the lovers with the four of wands. Now, I did say spirit could be trying to send you signs, synchronicities, and omens that good times are coming, that something good is about to roll in, especially something you've been wanting. But for another portion of you, this could represent like a ride or die type of person where it's like, I've always been here and I always will be. It's a very dependable type of energy and just generally good, especially like even if you're not watching this for love and romance. Moving to the center, we have the King of Wands with the Sun. So it's like things are good, but now they're great. Things were awesome, they're getting better. So again, explosive win. It just feels great, feels radiant, feels vibrant. So for a lot of Pisces, you're going to be tapping into that beautiful universal source energy. Moving to the back end, and it gets better. It reaches another level. We have the Tower with the Empress. As I already mentioned, this is probably the best reading I've done for Pisces ever. Um, it's just reaching a whole new level. It's like blowing through the ceiling. You remember when I said within the reading, oh, I hope we're not hitting a ceiling? It's like, no, there is no ceiling. Boom, I'm going through it. It's like a rocket ship, but in a good way. So blessings, abundance, shock, and win victory. It doesn't matter what damn labels we put on it. It's a good reading. It's more than good. It's superb. So please take a screenshot if you want to look into it further. Let's see what's in the shadows. All right, let's get a good shuffle here. And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be a good thing too. So let's get you one. What do we got for Pisces, gang? Please. Oh, and yes, if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for all my channel members. Okay, let's get this going. What do we got for Pisces in the shadows? Justice. All right, so Libra energy. There's a lot of little speckles of Libra in this reading. So Lady Justice, just like a lot of the themes we've had, this little horseshoe is karmic, spiritual, universal type of energy. So for a lot of you, it's like there's something where it was kind of written that you were going to experience something great. Now, aside from that, we will look at the shadow side of justice. If you're not connected to Libra, justice does speak about fairness. It does speak about balance. And in life, especially when this card shows up, if you're not having any legal issues, justice can speak about an imbalance, high highs, low lows, trying to find the middle ground. So there could be various situations where spirit wants you to try to stay neutral about it. If there's any situation where you feel it's unfair how someone's acting, unfair how something happened, unfair how something went down, justice could represent that. Um, I feel it's the universe tipping the scales, though. I really do. And for a lot of Pisces and even cross watchers that are watching that are dealing with Pisces, it's like the universe is just balancing things out right now. So please look into that further if you'd like, Pisces. That's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the September subscriber surprise. If you would like further insight on your situation, you could book a personal reading with me at my website, mastermetaphysics.com. The September calendar is already live, so we could have ourselves a little chat. But for the September subscriber surprise, giving away 3 copies of one of my favorite decks ever, the Everyday Witches Tarot. It's great for beginners and experienced readers. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the zodiac signs, which ones do you get along best with? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As usual, my friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.